My name is Cece, and when I started with OBI, I had just been diagnosed with a traumatic brain injury, and I had lost my job as an environmental scientist. Because of that injury, I had decided to just take time for my own healing and really prioritize my health for the first time ever. I had spent several months feeling into what would be supportive for me. And that led me towards various modalities such as like sound healing and yoga. And I really connected with my yoga instructor, and she was a Kundalini instructor. And she had been teaching me different pranayama techniques that were really helping me with my brain injury symptoms. I was really interested in this breathwork thing, so I wanted to learn more. And as it happens, breathwork things were popping up because I was interested in them. So I started going to conscious connected breathing session with one of the healers that I was already working with, thinking that it was going to be like pranayama breathworks, and it was not. It was conscious connected breathing, and I ended up having this really powerful experience where I remembered a traumatic memory and was able to give myself permission to show up as I am for the first time. And so that really opened up a lot for me. It was really liberating, and it was much different than the pranayama breathwork that I had been doing. So I was like, wow, this is amazing. Why doesn't everyone know about this? Because I didn't know about it before. Like, I was just kind of getting into the world of breathwork. And so I immediately wanted to be a part of making breathwork, specifically the conscious connected breathwork, more accessible to people. So I started researching different schools, and I had several consultations. And a lot of the schools I met with, they weren't like, it wasn't the founder of the school, it was kind of just like their marketing people, I guess. I'm not really sure what their exact role was, but they weren't even people that I would be doing the program with. So that was very off-putting to me. A lot of these programs were really expensive or very short. And then I got around to having my consultation with One Breath Institute, and it was with Lisa and Debbie, who are the founders of the school, and they were the people that I was going to be working with. And they held space for me, and that was one of the first times that I really felt seen, and like they used reflective listening, and I really felt heard. And so I think like as soon as I got off the call, I just knew. I was like, this is the school for me. And like, so that was it. And I decided to enroll with One Breath Institute, and I never regretted it. What did I love most about the program? I don't know that I can pick one thing. I really enjoyed the community spaces that they created because I was able to really connect with other people who were in similar situations as me, or like had the same motivations or goals. So I really enjoyed the community aspect, and still do. I love that it's like a lifetime accessible community. I've met a lot of really great people, and they've been such a support to me throughout my journey. I like how they in the program, there's this way of holding space where, I don't know, they have this way of like making you feel safe enough that you actually feel willing to confront or face whatever emotions are festering underneath. Whereas I've worked with other people, and like, if I kind of shut down, or I don't want to answer the question, or I say like, I can't think of anything or something, like that's just accepted, and we move past it. But with One Breath Institute, they really have you go deeper, and they create this space where you tune into your body. And so there was never a time where I came up with nothing. And I really appreciate how that was created, and how I was able to work with people and mentors and guides who were knowledgeable enough in holding space to lead me to a place of acceptance and like safety where I could actually like go deeper. Because I really got a lot out of that. And this leads me to probably the biggest way that I've grown from the program. Oh, I remember I used to like reach out to people a lot to ask for advice. Like, what should I do? What should I do? Even if I didn't listen to them, that was like always like, that was how I like navigated challenges and stressful situations, was to ask other people and like reach outside myself. And so with OBI, I learned how to go deeper and connect with what's inside me. And that's been a total game changer in living my life and showing up authentically and prioritizing myself. So I feel like that's probably the biggest way that I've changed is instead of reaching outward, I now go inward. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that because I feel like that's a lot. Like that's a really big change for me. So I'll leave it there. Right now, my business is still like in the growing stages. So I'm really trying to feel into what that creation actually looks like. I've tried a lot of different things so far, so I'm still learning, like, maybe what works, what feels good, and then what doesn't work and what doesn't feel good. So I'm working on building my website. I've created some memberships for the first time this year. Something that I'm proud of that I have done with breathwork is that I have held safe spaces for women in a 12-step program, adult children of alcoholics and dysfunctional families. So I have done a lot of group sessions for that audience and witnessed a lot of release and reflection and clarity. And that was really fulfilling for me. I really love doing that. So going forward, I am going to continue to offer those spaces, and I am excited to see what that looks like in the future. I'm kind of changing it up a little bit to honor myself, but I am really proud of being able to do that. When you work with OBI, like you're working with people that really know what they're doing. Like they know how to hold space for your trauma, for your memories, for your feelings, and they do so in such a gentle way that it really just paves the path for you to learn how to do it for yourself too. And I think that is so beautiful and so powerful. And I'm so grateful to have been a part of One Breath Institute and to continue to be.